Murder. Let me take you back about 2,400 years ago. A room full of Athenians, Greeks, and they're all about to do something which is going to change the course of human era. These 500 people, they're going to do something that is going to boggle the minds of today's world. I'm talking about the era of the Socrates. Socrates was the man there, and his entire life was right in front of him when those 500 Athenians, those 500 Greeks decided to give him hemlock. Hemlock is poison. He was given that poison primarily because he started to do one thing, and do you know what that is? That's called creating the inquisitiveness of mind. We've talked about the possibilities. We've talked about all the good things AI is doing. Let me redefine one of the darkest possibility of AI. We humans, we strive for one thing, and that is called dopamine shots. We get those dopamine shots either by creating something or consuming something. In other words, we call the food companies, we consume the products, we get the kick. No wonder we don't have six packs, we have a family pack. In the world of AI, what exactly happens? We take that liberty, that enjoyment away from us. Why did I start that thing with the history of Greece? Those people who has something to do with philosophy, they know how important it is for us to understand philosophy, but sadly in Pakistan, they negate the idea because they immediately tell you, do not study philosophy because they're going to take you away from your religion. I'm sorry, but that's going to bring you close to the religion that is Islam. We stopped the entire process of being human. Yeah, here being human doesn't mean Salman Khan's thing that is going on being human. I'm not talking about that. We humans need to be inquisitive. We humans need to be coming up with creative ideas. People always tell me one thing, oh, you know what? I'll let the AI take care of my products and my work and everything. And I'll save time. And my question is, what are you doing with that time that you've saved? I'll tell you what you do. You do mindless scrolling. You probably do dishes. You probably do gardening. You probably do cooking. You probably spend some time with your friends. And that's about it, really. It should have been the other way around. My son here, he told me the other day, he said, one of the writers actually said, she said that it should be me writing creatively and the AI should be doing the dishes. But it's the other way around. I'm doing the dishes while AI is creating novels for me. The irony here is, we humans, we really need to think about this thing. See, why did I bring this thing in front of me? Was it a prop? No. Am I on diet? Yes. Am I hungry? Certainly. But there is a reason why I brought this thing up here. We talked about AI, we talked about the possibilities, we talked about all these things, but there's one possibility that sooner or later, humans are going to be completely off the picture. Today, I was going through some research paper, and one of the guys, I'm completely forgetting the name, he's a British scientist, and he's been termed as the godfather of AI. And he said himself, we give an instruction to this NLP, which is not neuro-linguistic programming, by the way, it's something else. He said we created the layers, and when the layers were created, we prompt something towards the AI, and to our utter shock, something came back. And we had no idea because we didn't program that thing to happen. It just immediately started to work on its own. The question is, we're saving time, but for what? Why are we saving time? What are we doing with that saved time? It's our responsibility, it's our duty to basically get involved in the work that is being given to us. Students are writing essay papers and then doing what? What exactly are they doing in their spare time? I always say one thing, and please allow me here. I'm going to use my national language 2 times, one now and one right at the end. पाकिस्तान का अलमिया ये रहा कि जिनको सीखना चाहिए था वो सिखा रहे थे, जिनको पढ़ना चाहिए था वो पढ़ा रहे थे, और जिनको सुनना चाहिए था वो सुना रहे थे. That was one thing that has been happening for a very long time. My question is AI really helping us, or is there a dark side to it? I am inclined to fall into the latter category, where there is a dark side. We were faced by Socrates, who was completely muted and was annihilated at that time because he did one thing. He raised that inquisitiveness of human mind. At that time, Athenians, they didn't like it because they said, he's corrupting our nations. He's corrupting our youth. And what exactly was he doing? He wasn't corrupting. He was just giving them the tools so they start raising questions. And the people in power, they don't like to be questioned, do they? If somebody in the prestigious university like LUMS, if they start asking the questions, one point it comes to, we get to a point where the teacher, the professor says, the entire class understands, why can't you understand? We've been listening to this for our entire life. Since the childhood, we raise the question, the teacher said everyone else understood that. That's when we kill the child's inquisitiveness immediately. The next time he's not going to raise a question. What's going to happen? Sooner or later, we become so lazy. We become unbelievably lazy that we're not going to write things, we're not going to do the things, we're going to let the AI take over. That is one of the redefined possibilities of the artificial intelligence. Yes, it is very difficult because 97 million new jobs, let me rephrase that, 86 million new jobs would be given. 97 million jobs would be completely gone off the face of the earth. Yes, I understand. They'll be like, you know what, let's just train all of them there. No, I'm sorry, that doesn't work like that. Nobody or not everyone comes with a growth mindset. I mean, people here, they're sitting in different, the age groups are different. So some of you probably would get a kick and say, you know what, I'm going to get trained on the new thing. I understand that, but not everybody's going to be like that. They're going to be like, imagine teaching a 62-year-old that he has no job, and now he has to learn how to code. Come on. Yes, we are saving time. Yes, we're being so amazing that everyone else will be, taken away. Let me tell you one more thing. If it would have been AI, we wouldn't be standing here doing the TEDx. Somebody came up with this idea, not the AI. Some human came up with this idea. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Some human came up with the idea of TEDx. And last but not the least, I don't know how much time do I have, because if I start, I won't stop. That's a problem with me. That's a problem with voice artists normally. Last but not the least, AI is just a tool. You can either slit your nerves, your wrist, or you can simply enjoy it. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you.